Hey guys, I'm back today with another video, but this one is going to be brought to you by the company LuvmeHair. But before I get started on all the details, guys, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also turn those notifications on so you do not miss out on any of my videos. This is what this unit looks like straight out of the package. The hair on this was really nice and soft. This is their Body Wave 13x4 frontal lace wig with the HD lace. This unit has a comb in the back, 2 combs on the side, a comb in the middle, your adjustable strap, and it also have room for your removable elastic band. I decided to wash my unit off of camera. I used my Dove shampoo and conditioner, and as you guys can see, it still has some waves left. Sometimes with some body wave units, the waves will like completely go away, but you still see a nice pattern after it has been air dried. Now this unit is a little bit big on my head, so I am gonna have to go in and cut some lace off on the side. Can rock this unit glueless and go ahead and add that elastic band, but I decided not to, especially because I am going to be using some adhesive to lay this down, and also where the ear tabs are after I cut it, I did not want it to be uncomfortable on my head. So as you can see, I cut a pretty good amount off, but I wanted that lace to sit above my ear, and then I'm just going to work on cutting off the rest of the lace, and I'm just cutting this in a zigzag motion so that the hairline can come off more natural. I'm gonna be trying out this new adhesive spray from the company Ebin New York. I have the original and the active. Now I picked this up after watching Aya All Day's channel, and she spoke very highly of this spray, so I had to get it. I was trying to decide which one I wanted to use, but I decided to just go for the original hold. And guys, this works really good. It holds down very well. I didn't have to worry about it slipping and sliding, and a little bit goes a long way, and I like the way that it dried down without flaking up. Now I ended up spraying like a little bit too much on one side, but it was really easy for me to clean up. After everything has dried down, I'm just going to be pulling out a couple of hairs in the front. As you guys can see, this melted in with no problem. I don't have any tint spray, and might I add, I did not go in and bleach my knots, and I also did not pluck any extra hairs out of the hairline. So this already comes pre-plucked, and the knots on this are very small, so they're going to be easy to conceal. Added some of my wax around that hairline area, and I'm just using my Hotcomb to press that back because I want it to be really nice and sleek, and I'm going to leave those hairs in the front. I'm going to be using my So Melted band, and I'm going to lay that on top of that lace in the front and move those hairs out of the way because I am going to end up creating some baby hairs, but I don't want my lace to move while I am styling the rest of this unit. And all of the products that I am using, guys, can be found down below in the description area if you are interested. I'm gonna opt for a curved side part, but just keep in mind, because this is a 13x4 frontal, once you start parting on the side, the parting space does appear to be a little bit shorter, but I feel like the parting space is still good for it to come off looking realistic. So I'm just gonna be putting some more of that wax at the top, and I'm also going to be moving some of the hair out of the way because I want this to be really nice and flat. We don't want no humpiness going on. Moving those hairs out of the way again on the side because I am going to be adding some layers to this unit. I feel like the cut on this looks really good already. Now this is a 16-inch length, which I feel like is perfect, especially if you still want to rock a unit in this heat and you don't want a lot of hair. I don't feel like this one was super heavy on the density. I feel like it was more realistic. So just adding a little bit of layers because I am gonna go in and add some curls, but I'm gonna be using my flat iron to curl this unit. We're gonna give this a little bit more body. I'm gonna pin up that hair in the front where I like my bang area to be. I always like to curl that last, and then I'm gonna go in with my flat iron, and y'all, look how the curls came out with the flat iron. I love doing flat iron curls, but I do feel like they just kind of take a little bit longer, more than the wand curls, and you can't make them as messy. So I feel like you have to take just a little bit more time when doing this, and I try not to take like super large sections. One thing I will say is I should have went in with a little bit of holding spray before curling this because the curls did start to drop very quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl the rest off of camera because I do not want to bore y'all, and then remove this So Melted band when I am done so that I can work on the baby hairs in the front. Of course, you already know if you are not a fan of baby hairs, you can skip this step. You do not need the baby hairs. It's just totally up to you. It is a personal preference. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut them down shorter, and I kept my flat iron on because y'all know y'all been seeing this little trend where people are curling their baby hairs, and yeah, this is my second attempt trying to do this, and I was trying to see if I liked it curled before I cut them or curled after. I am not the master of this, but I am gonna figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out to where I can perfect them, because I do not like my baby hairs to look super thick. I want them to look really realistic and wispy. So yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to keep practicing on. Now, to have those baby hairs set without using too much product, because I still want them to look soft, I'm going to be taking the same product that I used to melt the lace down, and I'm just going to be putting that on my edge brush and just kind of swooping them the way I need them to go. Now, I should have curled the sideburns like upwards for them to go the right way. But like I said, this is something I'm still working on, but I promise y'all, I'm still going to get this look together. Okay, I'm gonna get it together, but I'm not putting too much product because I don't want this to come off looking awkward. And then right here in the front, I was very undecided on how I wanted to swoop it, because I didn't want it to come off, you know, unrealistic, just having that big old swoop sitting right there. So I ended up just kind of brushing it back. We'll say with the curling technique, I did notice that it does help the baby hairs to flow better, especially if you know exactly how you want them to go. Placing a little bit of powder into the parting space just to kind of help it look more open and more natural. And then I am going to kind of clean up around the hairline with my bronzer brush, but I am going to end up going in with just a tad bit of powder because it was still coming off just a little bit shiny on my end, but not too much because the lace already looks good as is. And then I'm going to be taking my Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Serum and just running that throughout the hair. Now, as I was combing the curls out with my fingers, I did notice some areas that I am going to have to go in and recurl in the back that I did miss. Took no time for me to get those curls fixed up that I felt were out of place. I'm also, like I said, got to go in with a little bit of powder in that just front area because it was coming off a tad bit too shiny on my end. Then just kind of brushing up that baby hair where I needed to be. And guys, this is the finished product. It came together so well, looks very nice and natural. Now I will say once again, go in and add some holding spray if you want your curls to last a little bit longer. I did end up kind of going in with a little bit of spray in that very front area where the bang is, and you can definitely see the difference. Now this unit does go up to 30 inches if you like a longer length, and on the website it states that this is 180% in density. I, however, feel this is more on the 150% side. I did get a little bit of shedding, but I also did cut into my lace, but after styling I didn't really get any shedding. When it comes to the lace on this unit, you are not going to have any issues with blending this lace in. Very easy to wear, very easy to style. Like I said, I did not have to go in and bleach my knots, and I also did not have to go in and pluck the hairline. Let me know what you think about this unit and if you are feeling this style. I'm going to make sure to leave all the links down below. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel once again, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.